Good afternoon. I'm gonna try to get a little update video in before the kids wake up. I was gonna show you guys the wall. So I know I've been telling a lot of you guys I'm gonna show you, and I still haven't shown a lot of people. Some people have seen pictures of it and stuff, but there she is. It's really cool. But the progress on this currently is at a stop for I'm not sure how long at this point. It's just other priorities have risen to the top at, for now. That storm shelter being one of them, and then we're working on our friend is working on a water house for like a washer and dryer and outhouse kind of thing, a different building. So that has kind of swapped to a different building, and then we're finishing up the storm shelter. We've run into a couple of complications with that one right now, trying to work through those, so I will give you guys updates on that one a little later. I can show it to you briefly on my way back to the house, but yeah, it's as you all understand, I'm sure it's tricky. You can give people, you can update people only so much, and then it's frustrating when you run into, things you didn't foresee happening, or, I don't know, just challenges that maybe you didn't foresee coming with a project. So, man, it's really bright out here. Let's see here. I was gonna say Alex has been working a little bit off and on with one of our friends. He does some iron working, and or is an iron worker, and Alex has been doing some iron working with them and been learning some stuff, so that's been really cool and helpful with some income, so that's been a huge blessing. He's had some days off here and there, so that's good too, so we can still work on other projects around the land. And then I know in times past I had done a couple of videos on some decluttering. I am still doing some of that periodically. Just thinning some things out. It's easy for kids' toys to accumulate so quickly. Kids' clothes, my clothes, just stuff in general. So we went through and thinned some of that stuff out, and then we're trying to set up a new system where if we bring new toys in or new books, we still keep a lot of books. They like a lot of books. We're doing puzzles right now, and the kids have gotten into coloring again, so that's been exciting. You guys coming to say hi? These guys are funny. Where'd they go? Anyway, so, but just if we get a new toy in, we're trying to maybe take one away if we bring one in and make a swap. Is the new toy worth it? So just a little decluttering tip for you guys, or just how to keep, belongings to a little less than, just letting things accumulate. And then a lot of you know this already. Well, actually some of you know this, and a lot of you probably don't know this, but I am expecting, and I'm due in October, mid-October, so that's exciting. We're really looking forward to it. I'm pregnant with a girl, so Remy is pumped to have a little sister, and yeah, we're all looking forward to that. So anyway, yeah, things have been good. Weather's been getting warm, so just trying to deal with being hot. And then we turn on our AC. There's a few certain times during the day we turn our AC on, so those are golden times of the day that we look forward to. But then we get outside. We have a splash pad in town, and then we get outside and jump on the trampoline and spray each other off and stuff. Have a good time with that. So yeah, and then we're just we're talking about and looking into some livestock, but that will require some fencing first, of course. And then let's see here, what else? Oh yes, would like to do some gardening. I think I'm a little late for that this year, so I'm just gonna give that up for now. I have been getting back into bread making, and it's a little tricky in the camper, seeing as how my oven is kind of short, so I can't let my bread rise too long, and then it's just hot, like it gets hot in the camper, so I've had to lessen the amount of yeast, and then just not let things rise as long, because things just get overly yeasty and kind of sour really fast. So just more new things to manage, but I still have to say, even though it's hot, I would prefer the summer over the winter because the kids can go outside whenever and they can spray off and cool down. There's a little area that I should be able to clear out with some shade, and we're working on some like outdoor like picnic area that we can cover so the chickens don't poop all over everything. But anyway, yeah, so we've got our storm shelter here, which is coming along. It's looking really cool. I'm so proud of Alex. I think he's done a great job. But just things that, you know, I mean, he's never, not to my knowledge, he's never built one of these before. So I'm not gonna go too much into detail about some of the stuff we're dealing with on this, but I'll update you as I talk to him and we can kind of move past some of the issues we run into. But yeah, it looks really cool. And anyway, oh yeah, and then a lot of people have been asking about tornado weather and stuff like that. Yes, we've had a couple nights that have been a little rough. We had our first hailstorm the other night, so that was loud and kind of startling. Especially in the camera. It sounded like it was breaking the windows there at one point. The boys slept through it. Remy was awake still, so she was, you know, she was awake, but she was fine. She wasn't scared or anything. And then there were some big concerns for really high winds that night, but nothing ever came of it. I pretty much always speak over our land and the camper, I mean everything, you know, on the land when there's big storms expected. But the first couple nights, the first couple storms we had after we moved back, I was scared. I was, because I'd had a dream shortly after we moved back that there was going to be a tornado, and it was terrifying. And then we had like, you know, tornado warning, or like, I think we had some watches and then warnings the next night or the night after, and I was like, oh my goodness. But I felt like it was more of a fear related thing and not the Lord showing me anything specific. So yeah, and then I think I mentioned this at one, maybe a different video. Anyway, just a good reminder. My friend was telling me the other day, she's like, the Lord reminded me he didn't bring us out here to harm us. Like he's got good things in store for us. He didn't just bring us out here for us to be ruined by a tornado, you know? Because at one point we were at a friend's house and there was even footage of a camper on someone's land that had been just annihilated by a tornado. And I was like, oh my goodness. But I felt like, again, more than anything, it was just I felt like it was just kind of the enemy trying to put fear in me. So yeah, anyway, it's definitely an exciting night when it, you know, storms, and some nights I just can't sleep very much that night until it quiets down because it's super loud. But then other storms I've slept all the way through. So yeah, it's exciting. So all right, well, we love you all, we miss you all, and we will talk to everybody later. All right, bye.